Start again.
Okay, this time I'm gonna talk a lot
Less
less.
rambling. Take two. Alright, so welcome back to my channel, guys. It's MicKayla J, and today I have my dad. Alright, so we're gonna be starting this new segment.
Are we on TV?
No, we're gonna be starting this new segment, basically talking about hot topics in today's news from the view of an older man and a younger woman like myself, and we're gonna get straight into it. So today we're gonna talk about the Gillette commercial.
Yay.
Which I, as a 23-year-old woman, thought it was a great message overall, good commercial. And you thought...
Well, surprisingly, it just made me throw up a little bit. It was awful. Should have never been made. Terrible F.
So we're going to talk
Other than that, it was great.
We're going to talk about our views of the commercial and go from there.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's start the heel.
I thought it was a good commercial because it talked about good messages.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it more so was saying that the men of today need to train the boys of tomorrow, so they'll be better men in the future. We won't have all of this like sexual assault going on, or like men being men,
Right.
you know.
R. Kelly, bad.
Right.
Chris Brown, bad.
I think that was the overall.
Mr. Rogers, bad. I mean, good.
Mr. Rogers.
What? I was just jumping. I was going with it.
Anyways, I think the commercial was good in that sense, and that it brought forth a good message that men need to train up the boys so that they can be better men tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So women like myself won't have to deal with old creeps, you know, in the workplace.
Hi, little girl, do you want some candy?
Or like bullying and those type of things.
Right.
So I thought it was a good commercial, but...
And I thought it was awful and a complete waste of time, and all of the ad execs should be fired post haste. Now, ask me why.
Why?
The reason why is because it oversimplified the problem. We have a very complex relationship with all human beings on this planet. What you don't want to do is oversimplify it by simply saying men are either good or bad, because all human beings make decisions that are sometimes good, sometimes indifferent, meaning like a medium decision, and sometimes bad, and then everything in between. So what we have to do is, if you're going to engage in a conversation, especially when you have bad behavior that needs to be corrected, you have to be absolutely honest about it, and you have to come at this thing from a position of sincerity where you want to make a difference. By oversimplifying it and just giving you the good bad option, you're going to miss everything in the middle. And a lot of guys who can actually be helped, who need help, who are not felons, but still need to correct behavior, they're going to immediately shut down when they see this sort of nonsensical commercial, because they're going to write off the bad behavior, something that they would never do, and ignore all the things that they do to need to be corrected. So that's why you have to take it from a position of true sincerity and honesty. And it helps in these scenarios when we talk about our humanity and not necessarily gender. So that's the summarized version.
But I think, well, I don't think it was necessarily like putting categories into good and bad. I think that it was just trying to show.
I love when you hit your hand. That shows emphasis
Stop
and emotion.
interrupting me.
I love it.
I think
I'm just man-speaking right now.
See,
MicKayla.
this is what the commercial was talking about. But I think
Go on.
that the commercial was getting at, right? You talked about this like gray area between good and bad, and like all of the different caveats with that. But I think what it was saying is that, you know, grown men need to recognize that like gray area, and talk to young men about the good, the bad, and the gray area, so that they don't think it's really just good and bad, and like, you know,
oversimplification, yeah. F for Gillette. Nice try though. Their heart's in the right place, they're just stupid. Other than that, they're great.
I think it was a great commercial. I think that it had a good message, and that men today, I don't think it was like oversimplifying anything. I'm just saying.
Can I just say one thing at the risk of running over, MicKayla? I just want to say one thing.
Okay, let me finish my sentence.
Finish your sentence.
I think that.
Can I interrupt you?
No.
No.
You see, you're drawing time on. I think that it was a good message in that men need to take responsibility and start training the next generation to not make the same mistakes.
MicKayla, you made some very valid points.
I think that was the message I get from it.
I'm biased, so because I love you, so I give you an A. I still give Gillette an F. But at least we're starting a dialogue, and that's important.
And that's what the commercial could be, right?
Could be.
To just start a dialogue,
Could
you
be.
know?
Could be.
Do you have anything else to add?
I have lots, but I won't waste anyone's time.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching our segment. If you have topics that you would like for us to cover, or him to just talk about for 10 minutes with me sitting here, go ahead and hit me up on any social media and let me know the topics that we can feature in our next segment. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.